So PYXIS just announced the PYXIS 12K, which is not this camera. This is the PYXIS 6K. And well, also PYXIS just announced a whole bunch of stuff, which could have been in an email. Besides that point, they've announced a bunch of different things during the stream for NAB 2025, which I'm actually filming this video the day before I'm leaving to NAB. So I just wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts about the PYXIS 12K, the new features coming to the 6K, and overall a couple more things I am hoping they are gonna add eventually to these PYXIS cinema cameras, because I'm seeing a current new need for box cinema style cameras. That's not the norm. I'll get into it. Also, if you're new here and you're not, I normally don't really make a bunch of PYXIS or Blackmagic content. I am actually a Lumix shooter, an official creator with Lumix. I shoot typically on Lumix cameras, so that's what my entire channel is typically about, is L mounts, Lumix cameras. But I have gotten my hands on a PYXIS. I've been shooting on the PYXIS 6K for the past couple of months now. I have done a couple things with it. So yeah, hi, if you're new here, you should definitely consider subscribing and hang out. Sweet. The PYXIS 12K, let's just get the elephant out of the room. Open gate up to 72 frames a second. Lumix, it's possible. So open gate up to 72 frames a second in 8K and in 4K. And then when you go over to 12K, it jumps down to 40 frames a second, which personally speaking, 8K is a little bit too much for me. 12K is a little bit too much for me. I don't need it. 4K is great. Love 4K. I think 6K should be the fun realm to be in these days with social media. The second thing they announced that I was actually really stoked on, besides the price of the PYXIS, is only $5 grand. Autofocus in Blackmagic cameras. This is like one of the things that was holding Lumix back for a long time, being such a featured rich camera with so many professional settings, but they only had contrast-based autofocus. Then they put phase detect autofocus, and now you have cameras like the Lumix S1R Mark II, which has great autofocus, S5 IIX, S9, GH7, G9 Mark II, great, amazing cameras. Same issue with Blackmagic cameras. All of their cameras didn't have even autofocus, didn't even have contrast-based autofocus. No autofocus cameras, but amazing, professional. It's perfect for indie filmmakers and cinematographers. It's perfect for them, for people who are pulling focus. But a need that I'm starting to see more and more is smaller crews. It's just the reality. Companies are having smaller budgets over time. Personally speaking, running a video production company here in San Diego called 4x3 Films, most of my crews, and anytime I'm shooting commercials, it's typically only a 3-person crew. Yes, I am sometimes on a crew where we have 5, maybe even 10 people at max, but in the reality, a lot of these productions are just definitely getting, their budgets are getting smaller and smaller because of the massive growth and need for video. Yes, granted, there's still definitely places and times where bigger crews, bigger budgets tend to totally make sense. But having continuous autofocus on a box style camera, I think is definitely a huge win. But having continuous autofocus in a box style camera is going to be a huge win. It's going to make companies like Red reconsider, okay, we need to be putting autofocus in our cameras now because people need it. Honestly, if you are only a 3-person crew, even a 5-person crew, heck, maybe even a 10-person crew, but at that point, you probably are having a focus puller. But if you're a 3-person crew, 5-person crew, which they're starting to happen more and more often, having a tool and a camera in your kit that is in a box style design for flexibility, rigging options, but not needing to pull focus or not needing to set up a wireless follow focus system or the DJI follow focus system that can focus for you, not having to set those things up, makes this more of a usable camera for run and gun filmmakers who still need and want a box style camera that they could rig in different situations when they're solo operating or when they're only a 3-person crew. Now, the last thing that I kind of want to touch point on in this video, make this video hopefully super quick for you guys, is there's one more thing that I really want Blackmagic to add, and it's not internal NDs. Honestly, great. Internal NDs would be awesome. I totally agree. Would love internal NDs. Would even love IBIS in this camera, but with how heavy this camera is, you can live without IBIS. Totally get that too. The thing that I actually would love to see inside the Blackmagic PYXIS, and then maybe even the PYXIS 12K, but definitely the PYXIS, is some long GOP some all intra and some ProRes options for this. I don't shoot in DaVinci. I don't edit in DaVinci Resolve. I don't need B-Raw. Personally speaking, yes, it's nice, but honestly, if I can just get my colors and my ISO and my settings right in camera, I would like the storage space back. Just being real. With how many short form content that I'm having to create for my own clients, ends up being a ton of media that I'm filming multiple different shoots and different types of commercial social bits when I'm on set. I just need a long op option, if I'm being honest. All intro would be great. An MOV H.265. Legal reasons, I don't know any of that. I'm just going to preface that right now. But with that said, I would love to see H.265 options, long op, all intra, and even ProRes options in the Blackmagic PYXIS, because I am a Final Cut editor, and I know there's other people that love Blackmagic cameras and love the entire color science of Blackmagic, but we just don't edit in DaVinci Resolve. So we're out there, Blackmagic, just to let you know. We want, if long op is an option, that'd be great. Anyways, I'm going to be making a lot more videos about the Blackmagic PYXIS, and even the PYXIS versus the Lumix S1R Mark II. So if you're interested, definitely consider subscribing. But if you guys want to see my first impressions of the Blackmagic PYXIS, well, you can check out that video right there. YouTube recommends you might like this video right here. Until the next one, guys, peace.